Hello everyone and welcome to the Owen official 50 Extreme Demons ranking video. After recently finishing A2 Marble, I felt like this was a good time to do one of these. I actually planned to do this a long time ago, but you know, 50 Extremes kind of took a while, you could say, and I'm working on something, but don't worry about that too much. This is going to be ranking all my Extremes in terms of 3 categories. I'm going to be going by gameplay, song, and experience. 65% of the weight is going to be the gameplay, 15% is going to be the song, and 20% is going to be the experience. The reason I'm not counting decoration is that I don't want this to be an objective fact about every single one of these levels, like how one is objectively better because it has better decoration. Instead, I just took what I find enjoyable in a level and then put them together. So this ranking, it could be objective, it could be subjective, I don't care. But I hope you enjoy, and with that being said, shout out to Jayvian and Technical for the idea, and what will come in last. If you know me at all, then you fully expected this level to be here. Aku, from what I've described many times, is just not a fun level. It's overall buggy and unsatisfying, and the balancing is completely whack, with the ending being terrible and using an admittedly mid Creo song. I don't like the balancing at all, I don't like the ending at all, I don't like the level at all, and that's why it's at number 50. Yeah, next up is the Super Hot Dog. I don't think, if you know me as well, this isn't going to be very surprising. I think Asami should go to hell for putting a CBF blocker at the last click. I didn't know it was a CBF blocker, so I died to it 6 times. The whole level is just buggy and unfun. The sync doesn't even work, and the pre-drop sucks. The first cube's literally half the difficulty of the level for no fucking reason! And, the song is bad. Yeah. Oh boy, ruler of everything. Where do I even start with this level? I think out of any level I've ever played, this has maybe the worst pre-drop I have ever played in my life. Let alone my experience being absolutely atrocious. The only thing even kind of bringing this level out of the bottom 3 is the fact that its song is amazing. And that's about it. Yeah, next up is Tantrum. I don't really need to explain the problems with this level. With admittedly mid-decoration that I'm not even considering, the gameplay is okay for the most part, but the ending absolutely throws it all out of the window. The song is alright as well, but the last click seriously needs some balancing. Oh boy, Bloodbath. The fact that this level wouldn't even be that bad if crack didn't exist. When I beat this, I had to play on 60, which is probably why I had such a problem with the ships in this level. The balancing sucks. It is insanely, and I mean insanely, first half heavy. It uses a good song, but the balancing is bad, and the base gameplay isn't great either. Next up is Hidden in the Sand, and this is a really sad case, because similar to Ruler of Everything, it uses an amazing song, also by Tally Hall. It's just that the gameplay isn't very good, especially that wave in the middle that's just a spam control for no reason. There's a wave at like 75 as well that's just off-sync completely. My experience admittedly wasn't as bad as the previous few levels, but it wasn't great either. And it's overall just kind of clunky. Similar to Hidden in the Sand, Napalm is a really sad case because it uses an amazing song and the base gameplay honestly isn't even that bad. But I beat this in early 2.2 with CBF, which if you don't know completely breaks the fucking level. Which unfortunately makes this not very fun to play, especially since I died to the last ship twice. So overall, it's just not a fun experience. I wish I could have thought it was better. Honestly, everyone knows that Cataclysm is shit, so there's no real reason talking about it. It uses the same, song you've heard 18 trillion times, and the gameplay honestly isn't terrible, except for the first wave that cancels out 60% of your attempts. Honestly, if that was removed, the gameplay probably would be about 2 spots higher, but it's not. And obviously, I didn't get very lucky on this. I died to the last ship gap before the last wave twice, which just even further drags it down here. Speaking of absolutely tragic cases, Reanimate might have the best decoration out of any rated level in the entire game. Unfortunately, 80 to 100 is so buggy. I mean, like, the last duel, it's gonna be on screen. The duel on screen right now is the most buggy thing I've ever played, and if it was fixed properly, this would be so much higher. Especially since I almost fluked this from 40 and died to the last 3 pink orbs, because of course I did. This would have been way higher. I know the common thing is to glaze this level for its amazing gameplay and decoration, and although I think the decoration is actually quite solid and that Grax did a good job, the gameplay is absolutely inexcusable. There are 2 waves in this level that carry about half the difficulty, and an absolutely jank ending that really just ruins it. especially since I got unlucky. I died to the ending about 6 times, but overall, I think it could be much higher if just the balancing was better. Next up is Allegiance, and what is admittedly a well-themed level. In fact, I think I like Allegiance as a level, it's just its gameplay, I can't excuse it. The ending is so buggy, and I mean like half the transitions are just luck-based, especially the duel. I had to recover a bug from Zero in the duel for whatever reason, and still somehow beat the level because I'm absolutely Sigma. The song isn't anything special, I think TLT is much better, and my experience just wasn't good. Overall, it could be much higher, but it's just kind of jank. Oh boy, this level's a tragic case. This was a 1 AM frickin' 1 session level, and I really wish it was better. Helios's base gameplay is pretty fucking good, but it's completely dragged down by the fact that its balancing is weird and it has a lot of jank. It's similar to a lot of the levels so far. My experience also wasn't great. I died to like a slope bug at like 86 because I love Geometry Dash. But the song is 10 out of 10 and the deco's pretty solid, so I can't put it much lower. Even though I love playing it, Deception Dive can't go any higher than here. And an admittedly fun drop, you cannot ignore the balancing. Like, I could try and glaze the drop as much as I want, but the balancing is the obvious problem here. 70 to 100 is triple the difficulty of the rest of the level combined. It's still fun. Like, I don't think it's a bad level, it's just average, and its balancing really can't give it higher than 3.5 for gameplay. I'm gonna be completely honest, Aftermath is actually not terrible. Admittedly, the balancing is obviously not the best. The ship at 30 is impossible compared to everything else, but everything past the ship I actually think is pretty fun. The first half is definitely harder, but I think it's actually not that bad of a level overall. I do think it's the best of the Apocalyptic, which I know will get me shot to death in New York City, but that's okay. It's overall a solid level that doesn't really have any major flaws other than the balancing. This level's similarly a sad case. This is the only extreme in the entire game that I've died to 99 on, and honestly, if I just beat it that attempt, this probably would be way higher. But because I got 99, this delayed the beating process by 4 days, which means that I got significantly more unlucky, and it was less fun to do. The gameplay's still solid. I like the incorporation of the swing, even though it's not difficult. It's just nice to have a change, because I've beaten very few extremes with swing. It's overall just an average level. There's no real major flaws, although the ending is a bit hard. Yeah. Speaking of sad fucking cases, after doing Cyclone and Hurricane, I expected Tornado to be not only the best, but maybe even just good. And honestly, it isn't that bad, but my experience with it was terrible. I don't like the balancing at all, but everything outside of 50 to 60 is really fun. Everything, like every single part other than 50 to 60 is really fun. My luck wasn't that good. I died past 80 like 15 times, but overall a great level, and I would recommend it still, even though my experience was ass. Honestly, for the common joke of being a Lord Vader craft verification, the Ultimate Demon isn't actually that bad. I beat this in a time where me and him were working on a project together, and honestly, I don't really see any major flaws with it. I also got absurdly lucky on this, but I had to rebeat it. The balancing is whack though. The first 20 is like literally the hardest part by a lot. But the waves are fun, especially like the Sonic Wave Infinity part and like the hallucination part. And Firework is also pretty fun. After that, it's kind of just average though. There is something suspiciously fun about down bass, because even though the common thing is to absolutely shit on this level, I actually found it quite fun. I was very lucky on down bass, only dying past 70 like twice, and I never died in the ending. The level overall, I cannot give it higher than a 5.5 because it is terribly balanced and has some very awkward clicks, but overall I've played way worse. Through the Decay is actually the most average level on this entire list. It's not good or bad, the balancing is fine, it's first half heavy, but honestly it can be a little annoying from Zero, but everything past the first cube is pretty fun. It flows pretty well for being a slow-paced level, and I beat it really fast. It's very fun. If you're looking for an entry extreme, I'd say it's a pretty good option. Sweater Weather is a sad case as well, because although I think the balancing is very whack, the song is pretty good, the base gameplay is pretty good, but the balancing in this level is very strange. The ships in this level are 30 times harder than everything else, and the ending is super chokeable. I mean, I luckily didn't get too unlucky on it. I would say I got rather lucky. It's just like, I don't know. It's just whatever. Brainpower is an overall good level, especially with its absolutely banger end screen and an absolutely amazing song. Its gameplay is admittedly not bad at all. In fact, I'd say it's on the good side. It's just that the pre-drop can be pretty boring from 0, especially since like 20 to 30 is the hardest part of the level in my opinion. The ending's also really scary, but it ends with a good climax, and I think that my experience drags it down enough. Way more than it should have. Forbidden Isle is probably the worst of the two silo entry extremes, not by much. It's kind of just all around average, with an average song and average gameplay. Although I was lucky on it, as I literally didn't even mean to beat it when I was playing it, I was just playing it for fun. It's overall decent. The ships and the waves are harder than everything else, but the drop is fun, and overall it's decently consistent, so I'd say give it a shot. The Flawless. Obviously, this one's experience can be rather high due to the fact that I beat it in 800 attempts, but it's overall just average. It's very ship heavy, and admittedly, the ships are actually pretty fun. It's just that the slow parts of this level drag it down dramatically, but it does also have a good song, which definitely helps it, especially since its decoration, which luckily we aren't factoring is pretty not that good. Oh hey, it's the other entry, Silo Extreme. Azurite is pretty much just the same thing, except it's balanced slightly better and the gameplay is more interesting. It uses an alright song as well, but I beat this in a call with a few friends, and this was an absolute blast to play. Shoutout Jayvian. He also inspired this video, so yeah, subscribe to Jayvian. Niwa is an interesting case, because my original completion of Niwa, I absolutely hated this level, which is why it has a 2 in experience, but over time, I've grown to like its gameplay significantly more. If this was done in the past, I probably would have given it like a 3, but now it's up to a 7. It also uses a Yoasobi song, which, you know, I love Yoasobi, I love Japanese music in general. It's a great level overall. It could have been way higher if I wasn't unlucky, but due to like 4 ending ship deaths, it just couldn't go much higher. Fusion Z, as you can see from the ratings, is the most 6.5 out of 10 level on the entire list. It's 6.5 for gameplay. It's solid, but it does have its flaws. Its balancing is a little strange, and Terran's part just sometimes breaks for no reason. The song is good, corrosive, but it does blast my ears out. And my experience also just completely average. It's just a 6.5 out of 10 level. I don't know what you want me to say. This is a tragic case, because if it was up to me, this would be way higher, but Evangelion's waves from 60 onward are some of the most satisfying parts of gameplay I have ever played. It uses a great song, uses the remix of the opening to Evangelion, which, banger anime by the way. My experience just was not good. I died to the last 20 so many times, and I had to use a skip at the ending because it literally is impossible. But it's a great overall level, and if you don't get unlucky, it's probably closer to a 9 out of 10. Dora Dora is a level on the servers, to say the least. It uses a great song, and my overall first completion had a great experience. The gameplay, it has its issues. It's very first half heavy, and the second half is really fun. But the pre-drop can get boring, especially since the first cube is like kind of stupid. It's overall a good level though, and I would recommend it if you're looking for something in this range. Remove Submission, man, this could have been much higher if my experience was good. I almost fluked the entire second half and then died to the last, like, second to last click because it's me. The gameplay on this level is so good, and I mean so good, even though it can be boring from 0 and some spams are a little, like, weird. Like, overall the level's really good, but it gets dragged down by the fact that the song isn't anything special and that my experience wasn't great. It's still a great level, though. You know, back earlier when I said Fusion Z was the most average level on the list, I think Precipitance actually fills that gap way more. It's a completely average level, but it's solid where it's average, because admittedly, it's fun, especially the drop. I love fast-paced gameplay. I think this level does it rather well. It uses a good Gookie-Con song, which, you know, guitar versus piano is a very slept-on song in my opinion. I gave it a 9 because I think it's, you know, very cohesive, and I think it fits the level rather well. And with a good experience on top, it's just a great overall level. You would have to pay me a lot of money to move this ranking up, but Misfire gets absolutely tanked by its song. I am not singing a single lyric, so do not even try. The gameplay in Misfire, man, is so good. Outside of the drop part, like that white part from 20 to 40, that part is just not the best part of it's not good. My experience was also very good. I fluked it from 67, you say it, you go to hell, but the song admittedly has to drag this level to the pits of hell. Zoom by AwesomeMe360. This was actually a pretty fast completion. I believe this only took a day. The gameplay is very solid, although the first half can be very boring and is also way harder. My experience was rather good. I did get pretty lucky on this. I didn't really die to the ending that much. The song is obviously 10 out of 10. Lights, Camera, Action, the original is a banger, and the remix that it uses feels like it just takes it and cranks it up to 11 in every way. And it absolutely flows with the level perfectly, and the sync is on point. It's just a solid overall level. Yeah, we all expected this to be around this range. Diamond Disco, obviously an absolutely amazing level gameplay-wise, as Zeronium I think did very well with the gameplay. My only real issue with the gameplay is the cube at 40, which feels way harder than most of the parts. But that might just be a skill issue on my part. The song, unfortunately, isn't really my thing. It's okay, but it doesn't really, make me, it's not anything crazy. And my experience wasn't great either, because I got super mind-blocked on it. Yeah, I just wish it was better on my experience. Now, Anahita is actually a really interesting case, because this gameplay would unironically be 1.5 spots higher if Seb's part was the difficulty of the rest of the level. My experience on this and the song are both undoubtedly 10 out of 10. I fluked this from 57, and it uses my favorite song from the Calamity OST other than Stain Brutal Calamity. It's an amazing level overall. The decoration also I would put at around a 9 if it was on here. But man, Seb's part drags this level so hard due to it being 90% of your deaths. Just 20 to 40, man. If that was balanced with the rest of the level, this would be way higher. This level's actually an interesting case. Untitled uses a great song called No Title by Real, which is an Osu song. I'm not an Osu player, but I know a lot that tell me that this song is an absolute banger, to which I agree. The gameplay is amazing for the most part, but the pre-drop can absolutely give you carpal tunnel if you have to play it for more than 5 minutes. My experience was very good. I didn't die to the ending, which I was fully expecting. The 2 blue orbs at 80 are the scariest clicks in the entire game, but I somehow fluked them because I'm awesome. Satire. And the whole level overall is just solid. It also has 10 out of 10 decoration and an absolutely gorgeous end screen. Slay Moment is an interesting case because although I love Hurry and Zoomy as a song, and I think the gameplay is absolutely amazing for the most part, similar to a lot of levels, Slay Moment's pre-drop drags it down a pretty decent amount. It's not hard or anything, but it kind of just becomes a cutscene that you get through every time, and my experience was not great. I passed the wave at the ending once, and I died to the last click, and then when I passed it again, I died to the first click of the ending because, come on. And overall, my luck wasn't that good. It has amazing gameplay and a great song though, so if you're looking for a flow level around this range, I would definitely give this a try. Similarly to Niwa, this has a 10 out of 10 song, also made by Yoasobi because she literally could not make a bad song to save her life. The gameplay outside of 20 to 35 is amazing, and I mean amazing. And if you're wondering why this isn't a 9.5 instead, it's because 24 to 35 is impossible, and I mean so much harder than the rest. It is the only real issue though. My luck wasn't great. I died in the last 5% 4 times, but overall it's still an amazing level, and I definitely would give it to anyone that wants it. It's a great level, especially if you love Yoasobi, so I'd give it a try. Who remembers when this level was all over Twitter? It's overall just a solid level with good gameplay and a great song. My experience wasn't great as I died to the last duels 2 or 3 times, but it wasn't bad by any means. It's a great level, and I do think Hypno is very good at creating. Yeah, that's about it. Honestly, this level is complete sleeper pick for most. I don't think people really know about how good Incipient is. It's a Jenkins level, and it certainly shows its age in its decoration and gameplay style, but its gameplay is not bad at all. This was also beaten a call with a few friends. This level is actually pretty fun, and although Dex Arson isn't my favorite artist, Immunity is one of their better songs in my opinion, so even the song can't be too low. It's just an overall great level. I mean, it doesn't really have any major flaws, although the pre-drop can drag a little bit, but it's fun. Mizureta, welcome to the 3rd of the Yoasobi levels. Similarly to Niwa and Shukafuku, he uses a very Reta-styled, fast-paced flow gameplay style. And although it's really fun, there are some awkward clicks, especially in the 50s, that kind of drag this level down. But it has a great song, and my experience in it was pretty good, seeing as I fluked it from around 74, I think. It's really fun, and although it has its problems, I think overall it's still really solid. Oh boy, Hot Rod. This level genuinely is so good in just every way. Its song is amazing. My experience with it was really good. The gameplay is amazing, and this frickin' decoration is also amazing, even though it's not even here. This level is just overall so good, and the only reason the gameplay is this low is because the pre-drop can drag, and 30 to 40 is pretty hard. But other than that, Hot Rod, absolutely solid level. I would recommend it for everyone. Oh, A2 Marble. This was my 50th extreme, and man, oh my goodness, I love A2 Marble so much. The only reason it's this low is because my experience on it was not good. I passed temp part, which I'm going to put on screen right now. I'll also leave the click pattern right after this because you need to hear it. Yeah, so tell me that isn't the best click pattern you've ever heard. Overall, this level's amazing, no real gameplay flaws, although the pre-drop can drag, but it gets super consistent. And the song is obviously amazing as well. You know, when you think of old levels that typically would be buggy, I feel like a lot of people tend to say that retention probably hasn't aged the best. To which I completely disagree. Woogie's gameplay style in this level is absolutely beautiful, and oh my goodness, I love this level so much. Like, there's nothing I can pinpoint about it being so good. The pre-drop, similar to every single other level in the game, is the only reason this isn't a 10. And also it has slight balancing issues. But the duels are so fun, the song is so good, and my experience was so good. I would highly recommend Retention to anyone looking for an easy extreme. Oh hey, it's Brutal. Everyone remember when this got rated and the Ordo mods had to sort through 4,000 records of it? Jokes aside, Brutal is a very solid overall level with, I think, you know, obviously this is very contentious, but I think Brutal's gameplay flows amazingly, especially when compared to other levels that try to do flow like it. The song, it's not my thing, but it's definitely not bad either, especially since the song rep in this level is absolutely amazing. And my experience was also rather good, only passing 64 like twice. Overall, if you want an easy extreme, it's a great first option, although I'd be careful because the gameplay itself is way harder than 1500. I said this in my completion and I'll say it again, Prismatic Haze has some of the best gameplay out of any rated level in the entire game. The only reason this is not higher is because Red Haze admittedly isn't my favorite Creo song, and also my experience wasn't perfect. Although my experience was very good, it wasn't amazing. The only reason Prismatic Haze isn't a 10 for gameplay is because the ending is really hard, and it's also very chokeable. But Prismatic Haze, I did it as a hardest, it's amazing, and I would definitely recommend it if you want anything around Bloodbath. It's slightly easier in my opinion, and it's way more fun. Oh Cyclone, am I happy to see you up here. Cyclone, this was the one that made me do the Natural Disaster Trilogy, because admittedly after playing this, I thought this level was fucking amazing. It uses a 10 out of 10 song, like Let's Rock It is an absolute banger no matter how you look at it. My experience on this was rather good, only dying to the last click once. And the reason that the gameplay is only a 9 is because of the last click. And also that the pre-drop can be kind of difficult, especially 20 to 30. But the drop is so fun and so consistent, and you will get far a lot on Cyclone, which I love playing levels like that. Plus Ultra, oh my goodness! I love Plus Ultra so much! Basically, the story with this level, the only reason my experience isn't higher is because on day 1, I thought there was a bug, although it turns out you have to do a click there that makes it fully consistent. And speaking of consistent, holy shit. This level is so fucking consistent. You get to 50 literally every attempt. Unfortunately, the reason that this is a 9.5 is because 50 to 60 is really hard. Like really hard compared to the rest. But overall, everything outside of 50 to 60, which I'd still give like an 8.5, it's still very fun, although hard. The rest of the gameplay is a 10, no question. The song also, Peace Sign by Kenshi Yonezu. I love Kenshi Yonezu, I love Japanese music. It's a great fucking overall level, and I would highly recommend it, especially with its EDEL score being as absolutely outright insane as it is. Now, Fun Friday, I actually woke up the day after this was verified and saw it on Twitter, and I was like, huh, that looks like something that I would have fun playing, and oh boy was I right. This level's gameplay flows so well. The only problem, the only issue with its gameplay is the pre-drop is hard. That's literally it. Everything past that is so good, and I love the gimmick end screen that You have to answer a question to get a coin. I can't think of another level that does that, especially with it being completely random. My experience was also really good. I only got to the drop I got to the wave like 3 times from 0 and beat it. The song, obviously 10 out of 10, bunnies all day. Like, no question, this is an amazing level, a great entry extreme as well, especially if you love flow gameplay. I don't think it's any shocker that Idols is going to be this high on the list, and I do think a few people will be surprised that it's not number 1. The only reason, and I mean the only reason that this level's not number 1 is because of Bernard's part. I cannot excuse the fact that it's a bunch of floating triples in the middle of nowhere. But other than that, man, the gameplay is 10 out of 10 outside of Bernard. The song is amazing, no question. And my experience on it was amazing as well. I fluked it from 62. Like, it is my favorite level in the entire game, but I don't think it's the best. I think that Hurricane has the single best gameplay out of any level that I've ever played, and I don't really think it's close. Hurricane, I cannot name a single real flaw with Hurricane. The only thing you could theoretically bring up about it is that the pre-drop is slightly more difficult. It's not a significant amount, and this level is so consistent. The second drop is absolutely phenomenal. The song is phenomenal. My experience was pretty good, even though I died to the ending. Like, I just love Hurricane so much, and if you really want something that's easy extreme but not too hard, Hurricane is perfect. I think that Hurricane is the best gameplay in the entire game. And that's it. Obviously, this is going to make a lot of people mad. That's kind of the point. I'm joking, of course, but of course, we're gonna have different opinions. That's just naturally how levels like this go. I love flow levels, as you can tell. Some people might like slow levels more. Maybe remove submission would be higher for other people. Overall, I thought this was just a fun little thing to do. I was bored, and I was like, oh, why don't I do this? And don't worry about anything secret project-wise. I'm not working on anything, so don't worry about that. Okay, bye!